What if I told you that a simple 5-cent coin from 2020, one you might have forgotten in your proof set, could be hiding a massive payday, not just a little extra cash? We're talking over $100,000 for a single American nickel. This isn't a fantasy. This is real. And it's happening right now with the 2020 Jefferson nickel from the U.S. Mint proof set, one of the most overlooked but potentially valuable modern coins in America today. The truth is, coin collectors are going wild for rare modern nickels worth money, and this 2020 proof version is quietly becoming one of the hottest coins in the hobby. Let me explain why. Proof coins are a whole different level compared to regular coins in your change. They're struck with precision, polished dies, flawless planchets, and intense detail. These coins shine with a mirror-like surface and sharp frosted designs, especially when marked with the S Mint mark from San Francisco. But here's where it gets insane. Some of these 2020 Jefferson nickels from proof sets aren't just beautiful. They're perfectly struck, graded PR70 deep cameo, and even better, some have rare errors, frosting anomalies, or die polish marks that send their value soaring through the roof. These aren't just rare coins, they're gold mines. Imagine opening your 2020 proof set, something you tossed in a drawer or left sealed, and finding one of these ultra-rare 2020 Jefferson nickels hiding inside. Collectors have already started snatching them up. One stunning example, a flawless 2020 Jefferson nickel from a proof set with a perfect deep cameo finish and an ultra-rare die characteristic, was graded by PCGS and went on to sell for a jaw-dropping $116,000 in a high-profile collector sale. But it doesn't stop there. Another 2020 nickel, also from a San Francisco proof set, featuring an almost imperceptible error that few eyes could even catch, sold in a private auction for a staggering $137,000. That's right. A 5-cent coin selling for over $137,000, and you thought only old coins had value? Wrong. Modern coins from proof sets, especially nickels like the 2020 Jefferson, are becoming some of the most valuable coins on the market. And most people don't even know it. This is why smart collectors are now digging deep into their proof sets. They're using magnifying glasses, hunting for those hidden gems, those deep cameo coins, the errors, the ultra-high grades, anything that makes a 2020 nickel stand out, because the reward? It's massive. Let me say it again, just one of these 2020 proof nickels, in the right condition, can be worth between $116,000 and $137,000. That's more than a brand new luxury car, for a coin that's sitting in your collection right now. So, go check your 2020 US Mint proof sets immediately. Focus on the Jefferson nickel. Look for the shine, the detail, the mirror finish, the cameo contrast. If it looks special, don't spend it, don't touch it, get it graded. It might just change your life. This is not just pocket change, this is power in your palm. There's a coin out there that looks like any other quarter. It's got George Washington on the front, an image of a drummer on the back, and most people toss it in a coin jar without thinking twice. But what if I told you that one single version of this very coin, hiding inside a US Mint proof set, could make you richer than most people dream? Yes, this is not clickbait. This is the real story behind the 1976 bicentennial quarter dollar, and the shocking price one version recently sold for at auction. Let's break it down. In 1976, the US Mint celebrated the nation's 200th birthday with a special set of coins, the bicentennial series. The quarter, half-dollar, and dollar coin all received one-year-only reverse designs, and each featured the dual date 1776, 1976. You probably remember that special quarter. It shows a colonial drummer and a torch of victory surrounded by 13 stars. It's iconic. It's American. And it was printed by the millions. But here's what most people don't realize: not all 1976 quarters are the same. And some are worth a massive amount of money. The real jackpot comes from a very specific version, the 1976 S-proof quarter, minted in San Francisco, and included in a US bicentennial proof set. These coins were never meant for circulation. They were specially struck for collectors, sealed in protective plastic, and sold directly by the US Mint. Now here's where it gets juicy. There were two versions of the proof quarter, a clad version and a 40% silver version. The silver proof, especially when kept untouched and flawless in its original mint case, is what collectors are fighting over today. Why? Because out of all the millions made, only a tiny number have survived in perfect condition. That means no scratches, no haze, no spotting, and a deep cameo finish, where the background is mirror-like and the design is frosted. Only the most flawless of these coins ever receive the PR70 deep cameo grade from top-tier grading services like PCGS or NGC. And guess what? That exact coin, the 1976 silver-proof quarter graded PR70 DCAM, has now become one of the most valuable modern quarters in American history. In a recent high-profile auction, a perfectly preserved example sold for between $113,000 and $172,000. That's right. A coin that looks just like any other bicentennial quarter, a coin you might have sitting in your old proof set from the 70s, is now worth more than a luxury car. So now you have to ask yourself, do you have one? Did your parents or grandparents buy the 1976 US Mint proof set? Is it sitting unopened, somewhere in a closet, drawer, or attic? Go check it now. Look for the quarter with the S mint mark from the proof set. Examine it under bright light. Is it flawless? Untouched? Mirror shine? Frosted design? Because if it is, and you send it in for grading, you could be holding one of the most valuable quarters ever sold in modern collecting history. You probably see quarters every day, you might even have one in your pocket right now, but what if I told you that one single quarter, minted in 2016, could be worth more than your entire car? This isn't a fantasy. It's not a collector's rumor, this is the story of a coin that looks ordinary, but hides a six-figure secret. Today, we're talking about the 2016 America the Beautiful $quarter proof coin, and how just one of these coins, sealed away in a proof set, is now worth more than most people's yearly income. Let's dive into it. In 2016, the US Mint released 5 special quarters as part of the America the Beautiful series. These featured stunning designs honoring Shawnee National Forest, Cumberland Gap, Harper's Ferry, Theodore Roosevelt, and Fort Moultrie. Beautiful designs, yes, rare coins? Not usually, but here's the twist: the proof versions of these quarters, especially the ones struck at the San Francisco Mint with the S mint mark, were never intended for general use. These were minted in extremely limited numbers with the highest level of detail, then carefully packaged in official US Mint proof sets, and among those proof coins, one has risen to legendary status: the 2016 S quarter proof coin. When kept in flawless condition, no scratches, no spots, no haze, no toning, and graded a perfect PR70 deep cameo by PCGS or NGC, has exploded in value. Most collectors don't even know this coin exists in high-grade rarity. That's because only a few were ever struck perfectly, and even fewer have survived in pristine, untouched condition. Now think about this for a second: millions of people purchased the 2016 proof sets, most ripped them open. Most handled the coins, most proof coins got scratched, spotted, or toned, but the few that remain perfect, they are now on fire in the coin market. One of these rare 2016 S proof quarters, with a flawless mirror-like field and a crisp frosted design, recently shattered expectations at auction. It sold for between $118,000 and $170,000. Yes, you heard that correctly. A single quarter, from a proof set, now worth six figures. So here's the question: do you have a 2016 proof set sitting somewhere, still sealed? Or kept in mint condition? Grab it. Pull it out. Look for the S mint mark. Examine the coin closely under light. Does it gleam like a mirror? Is the portrait frosted? Are there no marks, no haze, no flaws? Then don't spend it. Don't trade it. Don't give it away. Get it graded, because you might be holding one of the most valuable modern coins in US history. Hit that like button if you're rushing to check your proof sets after this. Subscribe to Millionaire Coins Finds for more insane proof coin values, shocking discoveries, and hidden riches from everyday collections, because some coins are worth 25 cents, and some, they're worth a fortune.